Hi, and welcome to This is 40 with me, John. This is an honest and open look at what it's like to be in your 40s. We talk about mental health here. We talk about what it's like to be a 40-year-old man, stammering because I have a stammer, and just taking a look at things to do with being 40 years old and reflecting and looking ahead on the past and the future. So if that appeals to you, stick around. So, who is John, if you're interested in all that thing? So, I'm John. Obviously, I'm 40 years old and I turned 40 last year. And there was an impending thing where I didn't really think about it until the time and what actually 40 really means. And I got to 40 and then it's a case of reflecting back on your life and maybe trying to take a more of an open and honest approach with things that I've experienced and things that other people experience. So I guess to point, as we're being honest here, is ever since I was a child, since I was about 6 or 7, I've always had a stammer. One of the reasonings behind that is because of something that happened to me, which I won't go into it too much now. When I was a child, and things that shouldn't happen to children happened, and as a protective way, and I think I'm predisposed to it, I developed a stammer. So that having a stammer defined me for a very long time, throughout all my teens, throughout my 20s and into some of my 30s as well, to a point where last year, after I turned 40, I pretty much didn't want to be here anymore, and that wasn't the way to feel. But over the years, I've been up and down, and mental health issues now are a really big thing. But fortunately, and unlike so many other people, I have a protective factor, which are my family. So I was very fortunate to. So I have a loving, supporting wife who is the best. I have 3 beautiful girls, and I'm very fortunate to have a family that loves and cares for me. And I know so many people don't have that. So even though I do still have issues and a lot of it is mental health issues as well. So I'm learning to deal with that as well. But this is not all about that. So this is more so about what is it actually like to be 40 years old. Have I learned anything in the 40 years, and just all sorts of things of what it's like to be 40. So my plan is to bring to you, and I guess this just appeals to a specific set of people, and I'm guessing men, but I can give you an insight into the psyche of men, which I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. 40 years old doesn't mean that I'm an adult as such, which I try to be at times, but when you've got 3 children and 3 girls, I think it's really important to maintain that childlike side. So, and aside to that as well, the plan is to kind of show you what it's like, is how do you maintain a face at 40 years old, what I do to, I guess, try and keep some sort of fitness up, and just overall just an insight into any of you who are thinking ahead or thinking past what it's like to be 40 in 2024. So I hope you enjoy Give me some ideas if you want me to talk about stuff and cover some things. So, yeah. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon.